Hi everyone, hello, hello, hello. This is going to start in about 2 minutes, okay? So get drinks if you need them and all that. Pants falling down. Hello everyone, how are you? Hello. Thanks, the 5 people clapping. The other 2. I see all the performers are clapping and nobody else. Thank you. Come on, guys. Welcome to Tottenham for Gaza. Right, we're going to kick off now. We're running a little bit late, which wasn't actually my fault. It was Phil's, so blame him. Basically, so we all know why we're here. We're all here to support medical aid for Gaza and to raise some money for them, which is everyone here aware of the situation in Gaza? Everyone aware of the whole Palestine-Israel thing? Anybody know about it? Anyone heard of Palestine? No one? Good. Just checking. I have to check. I don't know. Is anyone here? Can you shout if you've been to Palestine? Yeah, you have been? Everybody's been to Palestine, have they? No, this lady hasn't been to Palestine. I haven't. Has anyone here been to Israel? Cheer if you've been to Israel. You've been to both. You've been to both. Good, good, good. I did go to Israel though, which was it was a very difficult situation. Because there's lots of security to go through to get to Israel because they have a few enemies. And I was going through there, and it was it made me very, very nervous because before you even go there, they have like Mossad agents who will come along the queue of the. Do you know that when you're going on the plane? Right, when you go on the plane to get to Israel, they basically have Mossad agents that walk up and down the queue and they look at you. And they say that they are so well trained that they can tell if you're looking at you. Which is true, honestly, it's true. It's amazing because the way it works is like the darker you are, the more likely you are to be up to something. It's just amazingly perceptive. It was good. It was a very, very interesting trip. And Come in, guys. Can everyone over there hear me? Is everyone over there? Hello? You're not even saying, right, good. Right, so tonight we're going to have a bit of everything, really. We're going to have some music. Do you like music? We're going to have some poetry. Do we like poetry? We're going to have some comedy. Fair enough. We are running a little bit late, so we are going to get going, but I'm trying to get you guys sort of warmed up and in the mood and excited. Okay. It's just the same, like 8 people who are just excited about this whole thing, and everybody else. Can everyone out there hear me? Yay! Are you looking forward to this, Dee? Oh dear, what can I tell you about myself? My name's Ava. I'm a comedian, believe it or not. Yeah, people actually pay me for this shit, and sometimes, not tonight. No, not tonight. And when I actually, so I do comedy, and I do a bit of writing. I do a bit of social commentary as well. When you do comedy, it presents lots of other opportunities for you. Like you get to comment on things that are happening in the world, which is very good, because what happens is normally if something black happens, they just poke a microphone in my face and go, say something. Which I got to go on a show about immigration. That was exciting. The show was taken very seriously because Katie Hopkins was also a guest. So you can see the reverence that they treated such a serious topic with by inviting Katie Hopkins. It got quite nasty actually. And this guy turned around to me and he said, you should not be allowed to talk about immigration because you're not really English, which kind of upset me because I am English. I went, I am English. He goes, yeah, prove it. I was like, mate, I'm an alcoholic. How much more commitment to this country is one supposed to show? I actually thought to myself, was there a defining moment in my life where I realized I was English? And there was. And I was out one night and I was drunk, obviously. And I was texting. I wasn't looking where I was going. And I smashed face first into a lamppost. And then I said sorry to it. I was like, no. So this should be the Britishness test. I wrote to the Home Office. They didn't answer. Which was, there's a lot of anti-immigration sentiment about, a lot of anti-Muslim sentiment about, which I find particularly disturbing. Because it's like every few years, there's like a different scapegoat, isn't there? There's like Jewish people, Irish people, black people, Muslim people. I said this, and this guy goes to me, but I'm black and Muslim. I was like, you are fucked. Seriously, there's no hope for you at all. No, because I know for myself, like one of my really good friends is a Muslim woman, and she wears the hijab. And she gets harassed in the street, and she had people spit at her, call her a terrorist, all kinds of really nasty things. And I saw it for myself. I was out with her one night, and we were standing at a taxi rank, minding our own business. And this woman that we didn't know starts shouting at my friend, going, you! And she runs across the road. She points in my friend's face, and she goes, I want you to say sorry for 9/11 now. Say sorry for 9/11 right now. And I was shocked. I looked at my friend, I was like, oh my God, was that you? Oh, come on, it's shocking behavior. You think you know someone. Right, listen, we're gonna kick off now, and I'm really excited because this guy is a good friend of mine, and I've never got to work with him before. And he performs as Red Cable Sunday, and I know him as Dennis, my mate. That's Dennis over there, and he's going to play some music for you. So are we excited about that? Right, to show your excitement, okay, we're going to get this crowd buzzing. Can I have a couple of volunteers? Have one volunteer? Have one volunteer to start clapping. Thank you, sir. Oh, well, it wasn't supposed to work like that because he was going to clap and spread it. And you've got your hand up. You can start stomping, right? So when I say one, you start clapping. Everyone joins in with you. Then I point at you. You start stomping, and everybody joins in with that. And then when I say 3, everybody cheers, and we're going to get Dennis to start his performance. Is that okay? Okay, give me 1, 2, 3. And welcome, Dennis Fernando.
Hello. Hello. I have a feeling that cheer might be the loudest cheer I had of the night, so I'm going to savor that. This track is called Snowdrifts, and the first time I played this was in the UCL occupation, and it started snowing the next day, so blame me if you got a blizzard in Tottenham tomorrow. Thank you. Thank you very much. Thank you to the person giving me a standing ovation. Oh, you're just standing up? No, okay. So this is my next single. No, this is my last single. And it's not just on vinyl. How many people in the room have got a record player? Yeah, 3. So I'm going to make loads of money tonight. But it's also on iTunes, and it's on a CD as well. So if you do like it, come and have a listen. It's called Prelude to the Nocturne, and it's actually influenced by Malcolm X, the idea of darkness being associated with evil. And the idea of this song is that the light part and the dark part are both really beautiful. And it actually got played on Alan Titchmarsh on Radio 2. And I think you can hear the sort of intersection between black nationalism and Gardener's World in the track. So listen up. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you very much. So I've only got one track left, I think. I used to work for the Palestine Solidarity Campaign, and I think that this is one of the most important causes in the world right now. We're basically looking at 21st century apartheid, and we've got to be the 21st century anti-apartheid movement. And I just would really urge everyone, do everything you can for MAP today and always, but also please join the Palestine Solidarity Campaign, because unfortunately in Gaza, we should and we must give everything we can to help the people of Gaza. But unless governments of the world wake up and say this absolute injustice has to stop, you need to have ordinary people like us having an impact on places like Parliament. And the historic vote that happened this week shows that together we can make a difference. So I just say that really. I say that because this track is called Relentless. And that's the way it feels sometimes, that you've just got to keep going no matter what. And so I kind of wrote this while I was an activist. And so I just, I hope the words maybe mean something. If you didn't hear them, if I'm not too nervous. I'm going to actually start because I need to get in the mode by doing a little bit of a cover. So hope you bear with me. This bit, the really good bit, I didn't write. Oh, place your hands on my hope. Run your fingers through my soul. And the way that we feel right now, oh Lord, give me hope. Don't let me down for a while. Love my body with my mind. And I cried on the common ground, oh, 3 times or more. Put your hands on, put your hands on. Put your hands on, but you know you cannot hide from what's inside. You know you cannot hide from what's inside. So I ask of you to lead me through. I ask, oh Lord, give me hope. Where did you go when there's no way back from this heart attack. Give me another point of view. When there's no way back from this heart attack, it's only I hold my head up only. How and I will always bring the riot back to you. Hope is down, this is not the end. We don't surrender till we're through. I wanna show you where the shortcuts are. I wanna show you where the shortcuts are. I could never find another one. I could never start again. And if you could find another one that was lucky to know me, lucky as could be, I wanna show you where the shortcuts are. Then you'll see. I wanna show you where the shortcuts are. You tried so hard that you became relentless, got ripped apart, you built your own defenses. You see how to deal when it all goes. Where did you go when there's no way back from this heart attack? Give me another point of view. When there's no way back from this heart attack, it's only I hold my head up only. How and I will always bring the riot back to you. I'll bring the riot back to you. I'll bring the riot back to you. I'll bring the riot back to you. Riot back to you. Thank you. Viva Palestina!
Typical musician wrecking the joint. Get off. Get out of here. Did we all enjoy that? Give it up again for Break Cable Sunday. Okay, guys, the reason that we're all here is obviously me, but apart from that, it's for Medical Aid for Palestine, and we have someone here just going to come up and give a short speech and say thank you to you all. I don't know who it is. Is it you? Is it you? Hello? From Medical Aid for Palestine, give them a round of applause. They do fantastic work.
Thank you, Ava. Ava? Not sure. Ava, hi. Hi, everybody. I'm Steve James. I'm a trustee and former chief executive of Medical Aid for Palestinians, or MAT as it's better known. I'd like to spend about 3 hours talking today, but I've been told I've got 3 minutes, and then Ava and the rest of them are coming back on, so I'll be very quick. MAP was started 30 years ago, bit of an indictment, and we're still here 30 years on. We started in Lebanon after the Sabra Shatila massacres. Maybe some of you have heard about those. It's when 1,000 Palestinians, men, women, and children were massacred, slaughtered in Lebanon in the refugee camps, while Lebanon was under Israeli occupation. So a similar story is happening now. After that, we expanded throughout the Middle East. We've got offices and operational staff now in Lebanon, in the West Bank, in East Jerusalem and Gaza, and they're carrying out all sorts of health-related projects with the Palestinians and with local partners. But it's really by having people on the ground, staff on the ground, that we're able to respond rapidly to emergencies. And of course, emergencies happen pretty often in that part of the world, particularly in Gaza. We had Operation Cast Lead in 2008, and then this year in July, we had Operation Protective Edge, when the Israelis carried out a 50-day bombardment of Gaza. 200,000 tons of explosives were dropped on Gaza. You can imagine the devastation. Anyway, as a result of this, over 2,000 Palestinians, men, women, and children were killed, 10,000 were wounded, and 100,000 were displaced. What did we do? We were the first UK charity to get drugs and disposables and medicines to the hospital. We were the only UK charity to do that for 5 days. We then got over 1,000 pre-positioned hygiene and packs and mattresses to the displaced people, something which is really necessary when you've lost everything and got nothing else to have. When the killings finished, though, and the journalists have gone home and all the media attention has turned elsewhere, that's when our work really has begun. And that's now started. And that's where your support this evening comes in. We've got lots of initiatives that have started now in Gaza and many more planned. One of those is sending in specialist doctors, surgeons from King's College in London in conjunction with the Ministry of Health in Gaza, and with the UK Department for International Development, DFID. They're going in now, they're carrying out limb reconstructions, neurosurgery, helping people with burns, injuries, all sorts of different things in the hospitals. So this is where your money tonight will go towards. I think it's absolutely wonderful that you're holding an event like this tonight, and that you haven't forgotten the people of Gaza, as so many other people around the world have, now that media attention has turned elsewhere. So I'd just like to thank you on behalf of MAP and all the Palestinians for your support this evening, and hope you have a lovely evening. Thank you.
Thank you very much. I'm just going to actually keep it moving. Next, we have Salah Hijazi. He is he's Palestinian. He works on Palestine for Amnesty International. Please welcome him.
Hi, thanks everyone. As you said, I'm a Palestinian. I work at Amnesty International. I focus on Palestine, and I proudly live in this borough, Haringey. Thank you all. Thanks for the organizers. Maybe just to say, I've been recently I go back and forth to Palestine, and I was there in July, and before the war had started. And I was there because there was a military operation that Israel launched a military operation in the West Bank. That was at the beginning, end of June, early of July, and what happened there was that many of the communities, especially in the south of the West Bank, were exposed to collective punishment, in the sense that Israel imposed closures on entire cities, such as Hebron, for example, which is the biggest city in the West Bank, restricted people from moving back and forth. And during this period, in 2014, what we have in the West Bank, I know this is all about Gaza, but I thought that given the few minutes that I have, just to say a few words, we have the highest number of Palestinians killed by Israeli forces in the West Bank compared to the recent few years. Just yesterday, actually, a 13-year-old boy was shot in the chest 3 times, according to the Ramallah hospital, which basically received the body by Israeli forces when they were stopping or trying to stop a demonstration that was taking place. There's a lot of movement that is taking place in the West Bank now. Palestinians are protesting, if not on daily basis, on weekly basis. You have many locations across in villages like Nabi Saleh, Bil'ain, Alin, Beit Ummar, that go out to demonstrate in solidarity with Gaza to protest their own situation, their own closures, the occupation on weekly basis. Jerusalem, right now, you have protests and demonstrations on a daily basis and excessive force being used against the Palestinians, many of them children who are protesting this. So this is all on Gaza right now. This is great. And the people of Gaza, I am sure we're in touch with them on daily basis, would of course, highly appreciate what is happening. And I wish they could see the people around and what is happening and the energy here. But also just keep in mind that Palestinians, all in all, West Bank and Gaza are one. What had happened in Gaza is just striking. It's a spectacle. It's a war. It takes place in the West Bank, but it's just stretched out. It's not as massive, and this is what I wanted to remind everybody about with a few minutes. Thank you very much. Thanks to MAP. Thank you all.
Okay, thank you very much. We're going to have another performance for you. Guys over on that side of the room, I know that you're ordering drinks and stuff like that, but if you could keep it down a little bit, because people over here are trying to watch the show, which is fantastic. If you want to talk, you can just go out that way, that way. So sorry about that. Right, next we have another performance for you by Samaye. So where's the guy with the clap? Clap guy. You're going to start the clapping again, and you're the stampy guy. Are we ready for another performance? Okay, clap. Stamp. Cheer. Welcome to Say Samaye. Well, maybe not. Where? I don't know. Oh, they're talking about tech stuff, which is, so, oh well, never mind. I'll just, what? I'm going, Jesus Christ, do you know what I mean? It's enough you're not frigging paying me. Look at her, keep it going, carry on, Jester. Oh yes, I was actually talking about my trip to Israel, which was really quite interesting. And we were talking about some statistics and stuff. And you always hear about rockets coming from Gaza and how dangerous it is. Actually, more people die from drink driving related incidents in Israel than from rockets. More people in 1 year than rockets in 10 years, which is actually, my ex was Israeli and he did drink drive quite a lot. It was out of control, honestly. Some nights he would drink and drive. It was very scary. Some nights he would just roll over people's houses. It was destructive. Are you ready? Oh, okay. I didn't realize you had to set up. It's good. Great. I do this for a living. I just thought I'd remind you of that, which is good. Have we got other parents here, by the way? I'm happy. I'm out away from my children. Any other parents? Yes. Happy parent. You have, yes. You see that reaction there? It was that. I can tell how old people's kids are by the way they answer that question, right? Because you check this out. If you say to someone, have you got kids? And they're like, yeah, you can tell the kids are still quite young. They haven't had time for the hate to kick in. I have no joy left. If people go, have you got kids? I'm like, yeah, I've got kids. And what? Because I talk about them quite a bit on stage. And a lot of people think that everything you say on stage is completely made up. And this guy came up to me and goes, I bet you haven't got kids. I bet you made it up. I was like, mate, why would I make up something so tragic? I have 2 kids. I say I've got 2 kids. I've got 2 kids that I know of. That was unnecessary. I actually saw a male comedian do that once. I thought that is so cool. It makes no sense the other way around. So should probably just stop it, really. I do have 2 of them. I don't know if I should say I've got 2 kids anymore. I have Well, I have an adult and a child. I have a 20-year-old and I have a 15-year-old. My 20-year-old's not speaking to me at the moment, which is it's great. I'm not going to lie. It's bloody great. I'm loving it. It is so much cheaper. And she had threatened to do it. She threatened to do it for quite a while. She's like, I'm going to stop speaking to you. I'm going to stop speaking to you. I was like, how dare you raise my hopes? You know what I mean? Just fuck off. And she did. She did. Actually, it was comedy that caused division between me and my children. She got quite upset about some jokes that I had made about her. And it was just a joke, right? I said, what is your problem? And she went, you went on TV and you told people I was fat. I did that. And it was hilarious. It really was. And she deserved it, because what are you supposed to do in this day and age? As a parent, you have no rights anymore, do you? You don't. Oh, sorry. You don't. Well, you're not really. I mean, what can you can't really hit them. That's frowned upon. Actually, people think it's illegal to hit kids in this country. That's not true. There's a loophole in that law. What the law in this country says is you can hit your kids as long as it's reasonable chastisement. The example they give on the NSPCC website, where I went for research, is you can hit your kids. You can hit your kids as long as you don't leave a red mark. My kids are black. It's great. Sometimes you just got to make that racism work for you. Okay. How are you guys doing? They're almost there. Oh God, this is so technical. I love it. Everybody else here who's
چه عضوی به درد آورد روزگار، دگر آوزپا را نماند قرار. تو که از محنت دیگران بیغمی، نشاید که نامت نهند آدمی. Human beings are members of a whole, in creation of one essence and soul. If one member is afflicted with pain, the other members uneasy will remain. You who have no sympathy for human pain, the name of human cannot retain. Come, amongst the poets we will go, when words of wisdom they bestow, from east to west in Persian lands. Read of Majnun and his love lately. He loved her though she was ugly, forever in those Persian lands. Storytellers of old tell of Rostam Noble killed his only son in Turan. The story's just begun, so come, let's fill our glasses up with wine and journey through the ancient rhyme of love and war in Persian lands, from east to west in Persian lands, forever in those Persian lands. Thank you. Okay. I don't know. Okay. The next song we're going to do is actually in Arabic. It's based on Concierto di Aranjuez, which you might know, but it was sung by Fayrouz, the most famous Lebanese singer, and it's about the civil war in Lebanon, but tonight I'm going to dedicate it to the people of Syria. And I don't know if how many Iranians there are in the audience. I can see one. There's an Iranian twist for you guys as well. To Beirut, from my heart a greeting to Beirut, and kisses to the sea and the houses, to the rock which resembles an old seaman's face. She is the fermented spirit of a nation. She's from my sweat and toil. She's made of bread and jasmine. So how come it now tastes of fire and smoke? To Beirut, a glory made of ashes, to Beirut. From the blood of a child carried on her hands, my city has turned out its candles. She has closed its door. She is all by herself at night, alone at night. To Beirut, from my heart a greeting to Beirut, and kisses to the sea and the houses, to the rock which resembles an old seaman's face. You are mine, embrace me, you are mine. My flag and the rock, tomorrow and the waves of a journey, the wounds of my nation have turned into flowers, the tears of mothers have turned into flowers. You, Beirut, are mine, embrace me. مرا ببوس، مرا ببوس برای آخرین بار. تو را خدا نگهدار که میروم به سوی سرنوشت. لبیروت من قلبی سلام لبیروت و قبل. رايتي وهجر الغد وموج السفر أزهرت جراح الشعب أزهرت دمعة الأمهات. أنت بيروت لي أنت لي آه نغير.